Hey guys, my name is Jeff the Killer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the most evil loadout in CS2. The themes here are going to be horror and nighttime, which I call lunar. If neither one of those themes work on a weapon, we'll be doing a color match. Go down and leave a like on this video, or I'm going to kill ya. If you feel like any of the skins that I chose were wrong, the comments are down below for you to go complain. Since not everyone watching this video is going to have a stupid amount of money to spend on skins, if any of the skins that I chose were over $50, I went ahead and put an alternative, cheaper version. I will not currently be giving prices for knives. Just 2 weeks ago the market crashed and now it is getting pumped by China, so just try and buy stuff when it's at its cheapest. I'm not really sure. I'm just not going to give prices because it's too volatile currently. Starting off with the knife skins. There's a couple of different finishes I would like to show off, and the first one is going to be the knight. I would choose a skin that has a lot of the accent color so that you get a better match here. If you're a fan of some of the newer knives, the knight stripe finish is pretty much the same thing. It looks pretty good here with the skeleton knife. If you've got a little bit more of a budget, all of the emerald knives that have accent colors have a perfect color match as the accent color. I think the shadow daggers look the best since it shows the underside of the glove as well as more than 50% of the knife being an accent color. The other knives that have accent colors are the huntsman knife, the butterfly knife, and the bowie knife. The next knife finish that I would like to point out is the Phase 3 Gamma Dopplers. If you can get one that has a large amount of cyan on it, it's going to look pretty good. The accent color for this finish does not match the glove, so I recommend getting a knife other than the ones mentioned before. Another recommendation that I don't see people say a lot is the blue steel knives. This obviously doesn't perfectly match the color, but the blue steel is dark enough to where it almost looks black in most lightings, and it's also kind of a sinister look on the knife. I think it looks pretty good, and I think it fits the horror theme as well. I also recommend some vanilla knives, those with black handles. I think the huntsman looks the most evil here, fitting the horror theme. You could also get an M9 bayonet. Now for the agents. On T side, I recommend Black Wolf Saber for the leather sleeves. For CT side, I'd recommend Michael Cyphers with the gray sleeves, or an agent without any sleeves, just showing the gloves. Now starting with the rifles, I've chosen the Phantom Disruptor for the AK. Now for the M4A1S, I've chosen the Hyper Beast. As you know, after the knife trade-up update, the reds shot up in price and the Hyper Beast is at an insane price right now. So for a budget option, I've chosen the control panel. For the Chads that still use the M4A4, I picked a pretty obvious one with the Tooth Fairy. For the Galil, I've chosen the Cold Fusion. You can get some cool patterns with this one. As you can see, this is mine with the double skulls on the mag. For the FAMAS, I've chosen the Sundown. The Sundown is far too expensive for most people, so for a budget option, I chose the Cyano Splatter. Although not traditional horror, nuclear stuff is pretty scary too. So for the SG553, I've chosen the Fallout Warning. For the AUG, I've chosen the Plague. For the SG08, there weren't any really good options. I went with the Ghost Crusader because it has ghosts in the name, and there's a little bit of blue. For the op, I've chosen the Hyper Beast. And for a budget option, I've chosen the Exoskeleton. For the MAC-10, I've chosen the Ensnared. For the MP7, there wasn't a horror or lunar theme, but this is a really good color match with the teal blossom, so that's my choice. Despite me thinking this is one of the most ugly skins in the game, the Just Smile is another budget option for the MP7. For the MP9, I've chosen the Goo. Bah! If this video has scared you at all so far, go ahead and leave a like. For the P90, I've chosen the Death Grip. No budget option for this one, this is just the best option. For the UMP45, I've chosen the Exposure. For the Mag 7, I've chosen the Irradiated Alert. For the Sawed-Off, we have the Spirit Board. For the Nova, I have also chosen the Hyper Beast. Next up is the XM1014. I've chosen the Zombie Offensive. You can also get some cool patterns on this one that have like Left 4 Dead style stuff. Now for the pistols. For the Glock 18, I've chosen the Knight. For the USPS, I've chosen the Night Ops. For those of you that use the P2K, there's not any super good options, but I've chosen the Lifted Spirits. For the Desert Eagle, I've chosen the Midnight Storm. Slightly cheaper, but also very fitting, we have the Deagle Knight. For the dual Berettas, I have these Scary Watermelons, the Melon Drama. And Battle Scarred, the eyes will be full white. For the 5.7, I've chosen the Nightshade. This is also a cool pattern-based skin. Another super cheap alternative for the 5.7 is the Forest Knight. For the P250, I've also chosen the Forest Knight. For the R8 revolver, I've obviously also chosen the Knight. And lastly, for the Tech 9, I've chosen the Phoenix Chalk. Thank you for watching throughout the entire video. Just for that, I won't be killing you, especially if you left a like. If you want to see any more videos about CSGO skins, CS2 skins, tell me in the comments